So I lied to you. Again. You know, it's not like I meant to lie. It's not like I'm a terrible person. You know, sometimes when you lie, it's not because you're a liar, it's because you didn't have enough information at the time, so you thought you were telling the truth, but in retrospect, you were actually lying. So day 2 without Lori. No catastrophes yet. Oh, good morning. Welcome to the vlog. And what I was actually talking about is, you might remember a couple days ago I said this, officially last ball python clutch of the year. And as it turns out, I lied. Well, I kind of lied. I didn't mean to lie because I didn't realize it, but guess what? We have another clutch of eggs. And of course, the last note from Quinn.
Last eggs of 2020, in the age of bat virus, tiger king, murder hornets, and volcano sharks, the mystery of the egg audio devices remains unsolved.
So, hey, we made it through a year, we don't know what's going on, but nevertheless, this is actually a het albino, and it was bred to an albino clown. Let's see if she has good eggs. And I tell you what, it looks like they're good eggs. That is amazing, because you remember what I thought was the last clutch of the year was a beautiful clutch. It looks like we might have one last clutch of the year. That is a beautiful clutch too. Does look like there might be 1 or 2 little sluggers in here, so that's not the way I really want it to end, but hey, I'm gonna take what I can get, because this is a bonus clutch anyways, and she is rolling these eggs around. Mama is not helping me out. Come on, Mama, come on. Oh my goodness gracious, girl, you are just holding on to these eggs like you can't believe. So we're definitely gonna have to candle these eggs, because she was all over the place with them, but we're gonna try to get her off the rest of the eggs, see what's going on. Looks like we've got 1 little boob egg here, and then 4 little sluggers. Again, not the way we really wanted to end it, because the last clutch that I thought was the last clutch was actually a beautiful 9-egg, all fertile clutch. With this particular clutch, looks like we just have 4 good eggs and 4 slugs. But again, it's a het albino to albino. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that was the last clutch of the year, and I'm sorry that I gave you misinformation on that one, but I'm gonna also say that I'm not making any promises. You never know. So think about that, guys. 57 days from now is the last egg cutting of the season. 2020 was a banger year when it came to clutches, and we still have a bunch of babies still to hatch, so there's gonna still be a bunch of great surprises there, and some clutches to cut as well. So that was my lie, or really what was my misinformation. These look like the last ball python eggs of 2020. next on the forever changing project list is to actually get construction started tomorrow on this colubrid room, gecko room, and then ultimately we will finish up the VIP kind of green room over here. That's going to be really dope. Hallway to the podcast room. So we have to clean all this stuff up, get everything away so they can put walls up here, because right now there's a ton of stuff that's in the space of where the walls need to go. So we have a lot of cleaning to do, a lot of moving to do, because again, early tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we start construction on phase 2 of the basement. It's going to be absolutely epic when it's done, but we have a lot of work ahead of us. Alright guys, so that was a ton of work. It may not look much better, to be totally honest with you, and we just kind of rearranged things, but we have to make enough space so that they can put all the studs in here. Again, you'll see tomorrow what I mean by that. There's going to be a wall that goes up here, kind of crosses over here, a hallway that goes over here, and then that's going to all be the colubrid room over here, and then this back corner over here, where all these racks are, these will all go away, and this will be the New Caledonian gecko room, right? So essentially, when you walk down this hallway, there's a door to the podcast room right here. Hello, podcast room. There'll be a door right here that goes into New Caledonia room. Then there'll actually be a door that goes into the colubrid room this way as well as a door that goes into the colubrid room over here. You guys will get the idea once we actually have the walls up and stuff like that. But I'm telling you what, although it didn't look like we did a lot of work, we did a ton of work. Everyone is exhausted, and we are ready for tomorrow's build. I am excited about this because, again, once this is done, the colubrid room is going to look amazing. The New Caledonia room is going to be like a miniature reptarium. And then this room here is going to have wood floors, you know, sofas, TVs. It's going to be like a little sitting area. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So tomorrow, the next construction starts. Pretty excited because my guys are actually coming here in a few minutes to talk about the ceiling of the sloth room. Because remember, I told you we have to do like a caging type of thing. So they're going to come help me out. Hopefully, they'll have a good solution. It will work. Easy to install, all that good stuff. So let's hope we get some good news and we can get that wrapped up, because we can't put a sloth in there until we get this ceiling wrapped up and figured out, because right now he would go right through this drop ceiling. Honestly, it went really, really well. I think we have it completely designed out. And with any luck, within the next week and a half, we should be able to have this entire thing almost like just a mesh cage on the top. But it's really good. It's modular. It'll have some doors so that I can get above and stuff like that, where the heat lamp's going to be and stuff like that. So I think we got it designed out perfect. I'm so glad that I have friends like Eric and these other guys. They always get me out of the bind when I'm in stuff like this. So sloth room, continue to make some progress on. I got to start tearing this place apart. Holy moly. This was that double head albino clown bred to an albino clown clutch that just yielded an insane amount of awesome animals. We had literally 10 eggs, 9 of which were clowns. So we have a bunch of just beautiful clowns. These are all heifer albino right here, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I've told this story before, but Vita Precocia International, or VPI, down in Texas, actually produced the first clowns. We were the second people to produce clowns, but they said that they thought that the patterns on their face looked like clown makeup, and that's why the name clown ball pythons. Recessive mutation, of course, it's bred to an albino. This is the albino, which is also a recessive mutation, and then together the double recessive is the albino clown, like this one and this one here. So we ended up having 2 albino clowns, a whole bunch of clowns, heifer albino, and 1 albino. That was a dream clutch when we cut it. It was amazing. As a matter of fact, if you guys didn't see when we cut this, I'll put a card right here to that one. You guys want to definitely check that out. More baby ball pythons are hatching. This was just literally a normal ball python bred to a banana enchi pinstripe. So we have a bunch of really cool stuff. We have a little banana enchi right here. We have a couple little normal bananas right here. We actually have a banana enchi pinstripe right here, which is just a little bit of a reduction of pattern. That's how you can tell it's actually an enchi. And then we have a couple pinstripes and even a pinstripe enchi right here. So again, a bunch of really good. These are the quality animals I love producing because these are going to go on the website. They're going to sell quick because they're so beautiful and they're relatively inexpensive, right? So it doesn't cost you $1 million to buy a really cool ball python. And listen, when you can buy a snake like this or like this for under a couple hundred, $200-300, I mean, I tell you what, those snakes are incredible. So I love producing clutches just like this. I kind of whiffed on the odds on this clutch, I'm not going to lie to you. It was a ghost spinner, which is a hypo-recessive, a spider, and a pinstripe, and it was bred to a lemon blast that was heifer ghost. We didn't produce any ghosts at all in this clutch, which is kind of a bummer, but we did produce 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is really interesting. These are all lemon blasts, but this is a really unusual, cool-looking lemon blast, and then we produced 1 little bumblebee right here, and these are all carrying the trait, or what they call recessive, for ghost or hypo. So they're still, genetically, they're awesome. Unfortunately, we whipped on the actual visual hypo stuff. I was hoping to hit like more ghost spinners and ghost spinner blasts and all that type of stuff. Didn't hit it. That's okay. Still genetically they're amazing and they're still really beautiful babies. So again, guys, I apologize. I didn't mean to lie, and I didn't really actually lie. I just was mistaken. It's basically what it was. We ended up having another clutch. Who knows if that's it for the year? I think it is. I'm 99.9% sure, but I'm not going to make any promises. If you enjoyed this video, right here is a playlist of me pulling eggs till the day is done. Up here, you can actually subscribe to my podcast channel called Checking In. Please do that. This side over here, subscribe to this vlog channel. Turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.